Good day, Yosanians, especially to my allied medical nurses. It's me, Nicole, your host for today, and you are watching Showtime, bringing you fascinating stories which will be uncovered. Today, we will be having to unfold three different stories from three different people in our society. This COVID outbreak brought so much changes in our lives. It affects in every aspect of our lives. It includes physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and especially our social life. Let me introduce our first guest for today. They considered as a modern hero for today's generation. They are the one in frontline battling this pandemic we are facing right now, risking their lives in service for hope and cure. May I present to you Miss Ann Curtis RN. Hello everyone! Our second guest for today, considered as the foundation of the family, guiding every member of it to the path they are taking, providing the needs to sustain well-rounded life, fostering peace with dignity. May I present Mrs. Amy Perez. Hello everyone! And for our last guest, they are considered as the hope of the future. As the majority says, they are the essential part in a society. And as the pandemic still shattering every lives, they are still standing, struggling in every way to strive for excellence and quality life. Let us welcome our last guest for today, Miss Kim Chu. Hello everyone! Before we start our conversation, I just want to congratulate you all for still keeping up despite this current situation we are facing on. So I would like to know what's the impact of this pandemic in your daily lives. How does this affect you in all your usual life before? Let us hear out to our first guest. Actually, this pandemic really highlights us, the frontliner. Despite of acknowledging our efforts and sacrifices, we are always prone to this disease. Since we are on the front line and our lives is always at risk, this phenomenon really gives us a hard time searching for hope and cure. It was an honor to be considered as a modern hero, and it inspires me to do better in my service. How about you? Can you hear your thoughts about this matter? Before pandemic, I was an employee social worker and a teacher as well. I had 2 children back then. I've never imagined that life would be this hard. As the pandemic strikes in our life, countless of opportunities were shattered. I am now striving hard to sustain the need of my family. Earning money was hard, and even harder now since new normal is being imposed and we're coping up on this. As a teacher as well, I am still trying as much as possible to maintain the quality education the student deserve to have despite of this pandemic. I may be struggling in digital learning environment, but still pursuing to conduct a well-rounded discussion with my students. Any sense you would like to share? As a student, I never imagined this kind of setup would came up in my life. I even never knew there was this pandemic thing exist in this world. I wasn't really used to this kind of life since before pandemic. I am the kind of person who likes to be socially active almost everything. But when this outbreak was introduced to me, at first, I was so happy since the class was suspended for a week, till it becomes a month, then a year. I felt so anxious about my future. I want to be successful someday, but this setup for me doesn't make me grow as a person. A lot of things used to do back then were gradually losing. I mean, those usual things were being so rare and even. I don't have the time to make it. Still, I am striving hard to make a progress on myself. It might be big or small, it doesn't matter as long as I am moving forward to my dreams. I share the same sense with you all. I know the suffering you had and understanding the situation you are in. We are on this pandemic, so let's just keep on holding tightly. Surely there was an end for this. Just believe on yourself. This is just a test for us, and I am pretty sure the Almighty God is looking at each of us. Before we end this session, is there anything the three of you would like to share or greet someone else? I just want to thank my fellow frontliner for the support they have given on at times I can stand on my own feet. Let's continue our service together for the people that is counting on us. To my fellow parent, single or not, let's always prioritize our family first. Their safety is important. It is a must for us to teach every component of our family to live with respect and dignity despite of the pandemic that brought so much hardships in our life. Anyways, this pandemic is an opportunity for us to spend a lot of time together with the people we loved. May you seize every moment with love and peace. To my fellow students, just like me, enjoy your life, live your life in moderate peace, explore things on your own. This pandemic is an opportunity for us to be wiser and stronger. Let us cherish this moment as we are still searching for hope. Just hold on, everything will be fine. It was fascinating, indeed, to hear every voice of the people of our society. Truly, this pandemic was a life changer. Despite of this, we should always stand as one, as society needs to reunite to attain the hope we're searching for. Nevertheless, of our perspective in life, we should never forget to understand each suffering because of each of us has its own story to tell. We should be compassionate as this global pandemic are still in search for cure. You've reached the end of this episode. Thank you for listening to Showtime. This is Nicole, your host for today, is now signing off for today's episode.